The Supreme Leader Kim Jong Un has been making strides when it comes to succession. Seoul's spy agency says the North Korean leader is grooming his pre-teen daughter as his successor to lead the nuclear-armed state.
Growing up in North Korea's most powerful family, Kim Jong-un is no ordinary child. At just 10 years old, she isn't playing with toys, but is instead being shaped into a future leader. In a country where power reigns supreme, her life is a blend of luxury and military discipline, with a wardrobe that could rival any K-pop stars and a future meticulously crafted by her father's iron grip. Join us as we delve into the life of Kim Jong Un's daughter, the world's richest kid. The Secretive Air, Kim Jong-un's early life and debut. In the shadowy realm of North Korea's ruling elite, a new star has emerged from the secrecy that shrouds the Kim dynasty. Meet Kim Jong-un, the enigmatic daughter of the country's supreme leader, Kim Jong Un. Born into a world of unimaginable privilege and power, Kim Jong-un's existence was kept under wraps for years, hidden from the prying eyes of the international community. It wasn't until 2013 that the world caught its first tantalizing glimpse of the mysterious heir, thanks to an unlikely source: former NBA superstar Dennis Rodman. During a visit to North Korea, Rodman let slip that he had held Kim Jong-un's baby daughter, sparking a frenzy of speculation about the child's identity and significance. But it would be nearly a decade before Kim Jong-un stepped out of the shadows and into the global spotlight. In November 2022, the world watched in awe as the young girl, believed to be around 9 years old, made her stunning public debut alongside her father at a missile test. Clad in a stylish white puffer jacket and adorable red shoes, Kim Jong-un's presence sent shockwaves through the international community, raising questions about her role in the regime's future. Since that fateful day, Kim Jong-un has become a fixture at her father's side, attending high-profile military events and rubbing shoulders with the country's top brass. Her appearances are meticulously choreographed, every detail carefully crafted to cement her status as the heir apparent to the Kim dynasty's throne. The lavish lifestyle of North Korea's princess. For most North Koreans, life is a constant struggle against poverty, hunger, and oppression. But for Kim Jong-un, the daughter of the country's supreme leader, it's a world of unimaginable luxury and privilege. Born into the ruling Kim dynasty, Kim Jong-un enjoys a lifestyle that is a far cry from the harsh realities faced by her fellow citizens. At just 10 years old, Kim Jong-un already lives in some of the most opulent residences in the country, with access to amenities and facilities that most North Koreans can only dream of. From sprawling mansions to beachfront villas, Kim Jong-un's homes are a reflection of the Kim family's vast wealth and power. But it's not just the properties themselves that set Kim Jong-un apart from the rest of the population. Her annual education expenses alone are estimated to be around $200,000. A staggering sum in a country where the average worker earns just a few dollars a month. With private tutors and specialized programs at her disposal, Kim Jong-un is receiving a world-class education that is far beyond the reach of ordinary North Koreans. And then there's her wardrobe. While most of the country's citizens struggle to afford basic necessities, Kim Jong-un is often seen sporting designer outfits that cost more than most North Koreans will earn in a lifetime. From $5,000 handbags to $10,000 dresses, Kim Jong-un's fashion choices are a symbol of the vast chasm between the ruling elite and the masses they govern. But perhaps the most striking aspect of Kim Jong-un's lavish lifestyle is the sheer scale of the resources devoted to maintaining it. In a country where millions of people are living on the brink of starvation, the Kim dynasty spares no expense when it comes to ensuring the comfort and well-being of its youngest members. From basketball to ballistics, the Dennis Rodman connection. In the bizarre world of North Korean politics, few things are as surreal as the unlikely friendship between Kim Jong Un and Dennis Rodman. The supreme leader, known for his brutal regime and nuclear ambitions, and the flamboyant former NBA star may seem like an odd pair, but their relationship has provided a rare glimpse into the secretive world of the Kim dynasty. It all began in 2013 when Rodman made his first trip to North Korea as part of a basketball exhibition tour. The visit was highly controversial, with many critics accusing Rodman of legitimizing a brutal dictatorship. But for Kim Jong Un, a die-hard basketball fan, it was a chance to rub shoulders with one of the sport's biggest stars. Over the next few years, Rodman would make several more trips to North Korea, each one more surreal than the last. He sang "Happy Birthday" to Kim Jong Un, rode horses with him, and even declared him a friend for life. But perhaps the most shocking revelation came during an interview with The Guardian in 2013, when Rodman casually mentioned that he had held Kim Jong Un's baby daughter. At the time, the existence of Kim Jong Un's child was a closely guarded secret, and Rodman's comment sent shockwaves through the intelligence community. He initially claimed that the girl's name was Kim Ju-e, but it was later revealed that he had misunderstood the Korean word for daughter. In fact, the child he had met was none other than Kim Ju-ae, the heir apparent to the Kim dynasty. Rodman's connection to the Kim family may seem like a bizarre footnote in the annals of North Korean history, but it underscores the regime's growing confidence on the world stage. By inviting a high-profile American celebrity into his inner circle, Kim Jong Un was sending a clear message that he was not afraid to engage with the outside world on his own terms. The meticulously crafted image, Kim Ju-ae's public appearances. In the world of North Korean politics, image is everything. And when it comes to Kim Ju-ae, the young daughter of Supreme Leader Kim Jong Un, no expense is spared in crafting a persona that exudes power, prestige, and the promise of a bright future for the Kim dynasty. Each of Kim Ju-ae's public appearances is a masterclass in political theater, meticulously orchestrated down to the last detail. From the carefully chosen venues to the hand-picked attendees, every element is designed to showcase the young princess as a figure of immense importance and potential. These appearances don't come cheap, with some estimates suggesting that each event costs upwards of $1 million to stage. But for the Kim regime, it's a small price to pay for the opportunity to shape the narrative around their young heiress. At just 10 years old, Kim Ju-ae is already a seasoned pro at playing to the cameras. She carries herself with a poise and confidence that belies her tender age, her every move and gesture carefully choreographed to convey a sense of power and authority. Whether she's standing alongside her father at a military parade, inspecting a new missile system, or rubbing shoulders with the country's top brass, Kim Ju-ae is always the center of attention. Her presence at these high-profile events is a clear signal to the world that she is being groomed for a future leadership role, her destiny inextricably linked to the survival of the Kim dynasty. But it's not just the grand gestures that make Kim Ju-ae's public appearances so significant. It's the little things too, the way she mirrors her father's mannerisms, the way she gazes up at him with a mix of admiration and reverence, the way she seems to bask in the glow of his approval. These carefully crafted moments serve to reinforce the idea that Kim Ju-ae is no ordinary child, but a figure of immense importance and potential. They are a reminder that, in the eyes of the Kim regime, she is not just a daughter, but a symbol of the country's future. The making of a leader. Kim Ju-ae's specialized education. For most children, education is a time of discovery and growth and the occasional childhood hijinks. But for Kim Ju-ae, the young daughter of North Korean leader Kim Jong Un, schooling takes on a far more serious and strategic purpose. From a young age, Kim Ju-ae was groomed for a future role as leader of the Kim dynasty. In a country where the cult of personality surrounding the ruling family is all-encompassing, that means a highly specialized and carefully curated education that goes far beyond the traditional classroom. Unlike other North Korean children who attend state-run schools where the curriculum is heavily focused on ideological indoctrination, Kim Ju-ae is educated by a hand-picked team of private tutors and experts. These teachers are carefully vetted by Kim Jong Un himself, chosen for their loyalty to the regime and their ability to impart the skills and knowledge necessary for leadership. The specifics of Kim Ju-ae's curriculum are a closely guarded secret, but it's believed to include a heavy emphasis on political theory, military strategy, and the history of the Kim dynasty. From a young age, she is taught to view the world through the lens of the regime's ideology, and to see herself as a vital cog in the machinery of the state. But Kim Ju-ae's education goes far beyond the realm of academics. She is also trained in a variety of practical skills that are seen as essential for a future leader. These include horseback riding, swimming, and skiing, all activities that are closely associated with the Kim family's image of strength, vitality, and prowess. In particular, Kim Ju-ae is known to be an accomplished equestrian, with a particular fondness for expensive and rare horse breeds such as the Russian Orlov Trotter and the Thoroughbred. These horses, prized for their speed, stamina, and beauty, are a symbol of the Kim family's wealth and status, and Kim Ju-ae's mastery of them is seen as a sign of her potential as a future leader. But perhaps the most important aspect of Kim Ju-ae's education is the way in which it serves to reinforce her position within the Kim dynasty. By providing her with a level of schooling and training that is far beyond the reach of ordinary North Koreans, the regime is sending a clear message that Kim Ju-ae is special, chosen, and destined for greatness. A taste for the finer things. Kim Ju-ae's expensive hobbies. In the rarefied world of North Korea's ruling elite, a taste for luxury is practically a birthright. And for Kim Ju-ae, the young daughter of Supreme Leader Kim Jong Un, that means indulging in a range of expensive hobbies and pursuits that would be unthinkable for the average North Korean citizen. At just 10 years old, Kim Ju-ae already has a reputation as a connoisseur of the finer things in life. From her designer wardrobe to her passion for high-end horse breeds, the young princess is a walking advertisement for the kind of opulence and excess that is the exclusive domain of the Kim dynasty. One of Kim Ju-ae's most well-known hobbies is her love of horses. But not just any horses. The young royal is particularly fond of rare and expensive breeds such as the Russian Orlov Trotter and the Thoroughbred. These horses, prized for their speed, stamina, and beauty, can cost hundreds of thousands of dollars each, putting them firmly out of reach for all but the wealthiest of individuals. For Kim Ju-ae, however, owning and riding these magnificent creatures is just another day in the life of a North Korean princess. She is often seen at equestrian events and competitions, where she showcases her considerable skills as a rider and her discerning eye for horseflesh. But horses are just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to Kim Ju-ae's expensive tastes. The young royal is also known for her love of designer fashion, with a wardrobe that is said to rival that of any Hollywood starlet. At public events and appearances, Kim Ju-ae is always impeccably dressed in the latest styles from top European and Asian fashion houses. From Chanel to Gucci to Prada, the young princess has a seemingly endless supply of designer clothes, shoes, and accessories, all carefully chosen to project an image of sophistication, elegance, and power. According to North Korean state media, Kim Ju-ae's fashion sense is so influential that it has even started to set trends among the country's elite. Women in Pyongyang and beyond are said to be clamoring to emulate the young royal's style, copying her outfits and even her hairstyles in a bid to capture some of her aura of glamour and prestige. The billion-dollar heiress. The Kim family's immense wealth and security measures. In the secretive world of North Korea, the Kim family reigns supreme, and their wealth is the stuff of legend. with estimates ranging from a staggering $5 billion to an almost incomprehensible $1 trillion. At the center of this vast fortune sits Kim Jong-un, the young heiress to the Kim Empire. Born into a world of unimaginable privilege, she enjoys a lifestyle that is beyond the wildest dreams of the average North Korean citizen. Her primary residence is the opulent Ryong-song Residence, a sprawling presidential palace that covers a staggering 1,600 acres. This luxurious compound is a world unto itself, featuring amenities that would make even the most jaded billionaire blush. Inside the palace walls, Kim Jong-un has access to not one, but several Olympic-sized swimming pools, each adorned with intricate mosaics and gold-plated fixtures. The young princess can take a dip whenever she pleases or lounge by the water's edge and soak up the sun. When she tires of the pools, Kim Jong-un can take a stroll along the palace's private beachfront, which stretches for miles along the coast. Here, the sand is always pristine, and the water is a crystal-clear blue, thanks to a team of staff who work around the clock to maintain the area's natural beauty. Back inside the palace, the opulence continues. The ceilings are adorned with massive chandeliers that sparkle with thousands of diamonds and precious gems, casting a dazzling light throughout the grand halls and ballrooms. And when the young princess needs a moment of quiet reflection, she can retreat to one of the many artificial lakes that dot the palace grounds, each one stocked with rare and exotic fish from around the world. But while the Ryong-song Residence is undoubtedly a place of great beauty and luxury, it is also a fortress of unparalleled security. For the Kim dynasty, protecting their assets and ensuring the safety of their heir is of the utmost importance. The palace grounds are surrounded by a complex network of mines and traps, designed to deter any would-be intruders foolish enough to try and breach the perimeter. These deadly devices are hidden beneath the manicured lawns and lush gardens, waiting to be triggered at a moment's notice. The palace walls themselves are a marvel of engineering, lined with a special concrete blend that is reinforced with lead to withstand even the most powerful of explosions. In the event of a nuclear attack, these walls are designed to keep the leader and his family safe from harm, while the rest of the country burns. For Kim Jong-un, growing up in such an environment is all she has ever known. The constant presence of armed guards, the elaborate security protocols, the knowledge that her every move is being watched and analyzed. It is simply a part of her daily life. The beloved daughter, Kim Jong-un's public support and propaganda. In North Korea, the Kim dynasty is more than just a political regime. It is a cult of personality that permeates every aspect of daily life. And at the center of this cult sits Kim Jong-un, the young daughter of Supreme Leader Kim Jong Un. Despite her tender age, Kim Jong-un is already a figure of immense public fascination and adoration within the country. She is seen as a symbol of the regime's strength and continuity, a living embodiment of the Kim family's divine right to rule. This carefully crafted image is reinforced through a constant barrage of propaganda and public displays of support. From a young age, Kim Jong-un has been a regular fixture in state media, her every move and appearance dissected and analyzed for hidden meaning and significance. In recent years, the regime has ramped up its efforts to position Kim Jong-un as a future leader in her own right. State media has begun referring to her as respected, a title previously reserved only for the supreme leader himself. It is a clear signal that the young princess is being groomed for a life of power and influence, her destiny inextricably linked to the survival of the Kim dynasty. This message is further reinforced through the use of visual propaganda, such as the recent release of a series of postal stamps featuring Kim Jong-un alongside her father. The stamps show the pair in a variety of poses and settings, from inspecting military hardware to standing hand in hand in front of adoring crowds. For the North Korean people, these images serve as a powerful reminder of the regime's strength and stability. They are a reassurance that the Kim family will continue to guide the nation forward, even as the rest of the world changes and evolves around them. But the propaganda machine surrounding Kim Jong-un is not just about ensuring the loyalty of the masses. It is also a way for the regime to shape the young princess's own sense of identity and purpose. From a young age, Kim Jong-un has been taught to view herself as a vital part of the Kim dynasty's legacy, a chosen one destined to lead her people to a brighter future. She is surrounded by a carefully selected group of advisors and mentors, each one tasked with reinforcing this message and preparing her for the heavy burden of leadership. The Red Princess: Rivalry and Threat. Kim Jong-un may be the darling of the North Korean people, but she is not the only woman vying for power and influence within the regime. Meet Kim Yo-jong, the younger sister of Supreme Leader Kim Jong Un, and a force to be reckoned with in her own right. Known by many as the Red Princess, Kim Yo-jong has spent years cultivating a reputation as one of the most ruthless and ambitious members of the Kim dynasty. She is a master of propaganda and manipulation, using her position as the head of the regime's Department of Propaganda and Agitation to shape public opinion and crush any hint of dissent. But Kim Yo-jong's influence extends far beyond the realm of media and communications. She is also a key player in the regime's foreign policy, acting as a trusted advisor to her brother and representing North Korea on the international stage. It is a role that has brought her into direct conflict with some of the most powerful leaders in the world, including former U.S. President Donald Trump. In a series of scathing statements and public rebukes, Kim Yo-jong has made it clear that she will not hesitate to stand up to anyone who threatens her family's grip on power. But while Kim Yo-jong's fierce loyalty to her brother is well known, there are some who believe that her ultimate goal may be to seize power for herself. And if that is the case, then Kim Jong-un may be the biggest obstacle standing in her way. As the daughter of the supreme leader and the heir apparent to the Kim dynasty, Kim Jong-un represents a direct threat to Kim Yo-jong's own ambitions. Some analysts believe that the two women may already be locked in a secret power struggle, with each one vying for influence and control within the regime. For now, at least, Kim Jong-un appears to have the upper hand. Her status as the nation's beloved daughter gives her a level of public support and adoration that Kim Yo-jong can only dream of. And with her father's backing and protection, she is virtually untouchable within the North Korean power structure. But Kim Yo-jong is not one to be underestimated. She is a master of manipulation and intrigue, with a network of loyal supporters and a ruthless streak that would make even the most hardened dictator think twice. If she decides to make a move against Kim Jong-un, it could trigger a power struggle that would shake the very foundations of the North Korean regime. It is a scenario that few outside the country's inner circle dare to contemplate, but one that could have devastating consequences for the entire Korean peninsula. Securing the dynasty. Game of power. In the shadowy world of North Korean politics, where power is the ultimate currency and loyalty is the only law, the question of succession is never far from the minds of those who rule. For Supreme Leader Kim Jong Un, the issue is particularly pressing, as he seeks to secure his grip on the country and cement his family's legacy for generations to come. At age 40, Kim Jong Un is still a relatively young leader by North Korean standards. He has already survived numerous challenges to his authority, from international sanctions to rumors of ill health, and has emerged stronger and more confident than ever before. But even the most powerful dictator must eventually confront the question of who will succeed him. And for Kim Jong Un, that question may have already been answered in the form of his young daughter, Kim Jong-un. Since her public debut in 2022, Kim Jong-un has been the subject of intense speculation and fascination both inside and outside of North Korea. She has been seen as a symbol of the regime's continuity and strength, a living embodiment of the Kim family's divine right to rule, However, some analysts believe that Kim Jong-un may serve an even more important purpose in her father's eyes. They suggest that Kim Jong-un may be grooming his daughter for an arranged marriage that could help to secure his own political power and ensure the survival of the Kim dynasty. The idea is not as far-fetched as it may seem. In a country where political alliances are often forged through marriage and bloodlines, the right match could provide Kim Jong-un with a powerful new ally and a way to shore up his support among key factions within the regime. At the moment, Kim Jong-un is still firmly in control of the country, with no immediate need for an heir. But as he looks to the future, he may see an arranged marriage as a way to strengthen his own position and ensure a smooth transition of power when the time comes. The choice of a potential spouse would be a matter of utmost secrecy and importance. It is likely that Kim Jong-un would look to marry his daughter into a family with strong ties to the military or the ruling Workers' Party, two of the most powerful institutions in North Korean society. Such a match could provide Kim Jong-un with an instant power base and a network of loyal supporters, making it easier for her to assert her own authority and protect her family's interests in the years to come. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.